Hey, what's up? It's your boy Remy with Closing Out Records, and let's get on a serious note because I was just cracking jokes about so I just drank some roach tea and I was anyway. What we're here to talk about today is the power of accountability. Bet. So I know what you're thinking, like nigga, I ain't do it. It's not my fault. They did that to me. It's their fault. Why should I take responsibility? I ain't do it. They did it. Bet. Now, when you have that perspective, you giving up not all, but every single last crisp of in everything of your power. You know what I mean? And this isn't about whose fault it is and why somebody did something. It's about taking control over your life and seeing where you do have control and maximizing in those points. So if you're looking at shit from that perspective where you like, oh, it's their fault, they did this, I'm not apologizing, or it's not my fault. You know what I mean? Forget that whole victim mentality. It's not even victim mentality. You giving away. It's not even. You're not even a victim because a victim doesn't have an option. There, you're giving away all your power, and that needs to cease 2020. That has to go. So what we're trying to do is when you take a power and you take accountability for your actions, and I'm talking about for everything. It's a part you, and the thing about it is like when you're able to see these things, when you understand that, you know what I mean, some of these things you may not even be able to avoid because that just may be the course of that your life needed to take. But when you're able to now see where you did have quote unquote power, where you did give it up, that's when you're able to reclaim that. You know what I mean? So it's just like I understand the reason why people don't want to take accountability for their actions because that's a very hard bullet to swallow. Like it's not even like you it's your fault. It's like you fucked up. Like you gotta take it. You gotta eat that. You know what I mean? But it's just like again, if you don't focus on how torn and hurt your ego is, but more so into the lesson and the the where you could have where you can build from that. You know what I mean? Because these things happen for a reason. You know what I mean? So it's like, and if you know learn from that lesson, better believe that the universe is gonna give you another predicament the same way, which is gonna leave you in the same predicament. So you don't want to be getting caught off guard 2020 with trying to learn the same lesson all 2020. What we want to do is we want to receive the lesson, stop, think about it, and then really analyze it so we could just learn where we do have power. Because granted, in every situation it takes two to tangle. You don't have power over everything. But in an argument, you have power over certain things. You have power over you, how you react to the situation. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but I be messing up. I be like, you know what I mean? And my reflex is just, you know what I mean? And I don't really be meaning to do that, but it's just like the way my reflex is set up. If you swing at me, I'm a duck and hit you with the, you know what I mean? So it's just like sometimes we gotta understand that people going through their own situation. We can't just, you know what I mean? We gotta just be like, yo, whoa, whoa. You know what I mean? So when you're able to take accountability, you're able to take back power over the situation. When you're able to take back power over the situation, now you're able to see where your influence is. So now you're able to manipulate situations. And then once you learn the matrix, you'll be able to do it while you're in a situation. You'll be like, oh, I see this situation going out of hand. Let me switch and reverse like this so I can switch this whole scenario in this situation like this, and I don't have to go all the way this way when because we don't even need all of that. You know what I mean? So it's just like that's the power of accountability. It's not just to be like, oh, it's your fault, you did it. Oh, I feel bad. It's not all about all of that. It's about learning and really like, you know what I mean? You could take these L's as loss, or you could take them as lessons, and it's just like that's up to loss or lessons, and that makes it look at that. But whatever the case may be, it's up to you how you choose to perceive it. You know what I mean? Because it's all about perception at the end of the day. So, with all that being said, it's your boy Remy Roy cruising at Ruckus, and stop making your lessons losses. You know what I mean? Take accountability, see where you have power, and optimize on that power. You know what I mean? Don't shy away from it, because if you shy away from it, you're gonna always lose, and you're gonna always be held responsible, because you do have a certain amount of power in that situation, and whether you know it or not, or whether you use it or not, you're still gonna be held accountable for that action in the real world. And with the universe don't play that. Oh, they nice. They been trying. No. It's either you do or you don't. They ain't no trying. You with it or you not with it. Take the power back and be accountable for your own actions. Not everybody else's actions. Just your own actions. Don't forget that. Your own actions. Take accountability. Take the power back. It's your boy Remy Roy causing that ruckus, and I'm out. Peace.